Good morning. Hello, everyone. Are we here for watercolor? That's what I'm here for. I've been excited to work on this because I glanced at it the other day and I was like, oh dang, that was good. I'm happy with this. How am I today? I'm good. I had a good sleep that hasn't happened in quite a number of weeks, so happy about that. My wrist is feeling better. I was able to switch my watch back. Thank you, Noah. And I don't have a whole lot to do on this today because I'm gonna start putting in the shadow that we talked about last week. And once that's on, it'll need to dry. I'm not sure how many layers I'm going to get before I need to set it aside and let it just have a good long dry. So I started my nails yesterday and I didn't get very far because I did them and then I realized that I should have done blue first and done the black gradient on top, and I didn't. So then I had to take all the black polish off and start over, and I only got this far. Baby! So I figured that if I need to let this dry, we'll just switch to nails. And I have the colors down here. But if not, then I'll just do my nails after stream. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, he's very upset. Steven went to the store. So he's very upset today. We have a 20-month resub from Anise, 22 months from Rowlet Hoot, 7 months from Elven Scout, and 9 months from Strawberry Hearts. Thank you all for the resubs this morning. Sage says, oh no, how will baby deal with Tall Man gone? And Vagabond, how dare he? I know. We've been caterwauling ever since Steven left. I just fed him. I was like, there's 6 minutes left in this countdown. Let's feed him and pill him. Which for Kepler means he gets cobalaquin, which is a B12 supplement, which he will eat willingly, thankfully. But I have to do it in the right order. So he'll sit a bit further away because he doesn't want to get grabbed and pilled. So I'll kind of toss the cobalaquin at him. And if I do that first, he'll eat it. But once he gets a taste for the better treats that are coming with the other pills, then he doesn't want the cobalaquin. So I have to give that to him first. And then I prep his food, which is a 3rd can of PR Royal Canin or PD Royal Canin. We switch because he gets sick of one, so we kind of alternate them. So I get his food ready, and that gets 2 scoops of potassium powder. And then I get it mixed in, and it's always a very thick food, so I add some water to it because the moisture helps him anyway. And then I have an empty gel cap, and that gets half a Zofran, half of a Serenia, half of a Benazepril. What else goes in that? There's one more pill that goes in that. Zofran. Oh, half a furosemide. And that goes in the gel cap. And then he gets a Pimobendin, and those 2 I have to shove down his throat, and that's when he gets the good treats. And then he can eat food. That's how it goes. Alright. And he's gifted a sub to Malatpren. Thank you. Thank you for the gift sub. Who says, how are you all doing with resting more in January? Great. Like I said, last night was the first night I got a really good night's rest of sleep, and I'm happy. Chryselium says, is Benazepril newish? No, Benazepril has been there since April. The Zofran is new. And he has an antibiotic he gets in some evenings, but that one's also new. Okay, overhead. Here is Orchid. Let's spin that right side up. So that's the Orchid, that's how far we are, and this is the photo. So you can see there's a lot of lines and details, like dots and lines in the actual orchid flower, and we're not there yet, but we're getting close. So what I want to do today is I want to add some shadows in, so the lower petals, this one, and this guy up here, they'll need shadows to make it have a little bit more depth, and then maybe more pink, because like this petal doesn't feel dark enough yet or pink enough. It's getting there. And then we do the lines and the dots. And the flower spike is very brown in the photo, and right now it's quite green, so we need to do that. And the two flower buds on the end of the spike are nowhere near close to being done. So we have quite a few layers left. I think I might leave the yellow alone. I don't know if I want to do more on that yet, which is why I'm not thinking I'm going to get a ton of layers in today before it needs to dry really well. And that's why I brought my polish down. Also, last week we had done some swatches of the new paint, which I'm still not switching to for this painting because I'm going to keep it consistent. But I had done the new paint and we had put salt on it to see what it would do. So you can see on the camera a lot better now what it did. So this was table salt, and then we had sea salt, fine kosher, coarse kosher, and then I had salt flakes. And I think this one would have done better if I had had it more wet with the watercolor before I did it, because we have like a pyramid of that sitting here and a few little dots, but I think if the salt had dissolved just a little bit, it would have done more. So it's really neat what it does. It does this kind of fractal pattern. And this one with the coarse kosher salt didn't dissolve quite enough, so you can see like there was piles of where the salt was sitting before I scraped it off. There's still a piece. So like there's a little blue dot here that I can push around, that's just a piece of salt. And so this does do cool stuff, but salt is very corrosive, which is why you don't like to have it on your car's paint in the winter. So that's why you don't particularly really want to use it in watercolor that often. Or you have to be okay with it probably destroying the paper long term. That's why I'm not using it, but I wanted to show off what it did because it's kind of fun. So those are our swatches. I probably really don't need this. I did do a test, if you remember, here, about what color I was going to shade with, and I landed on a slight green color, like a bluish green color, which is this part here to shade the flower with. So that's what we're going to do first. And I have the hiccups because I had soda. Let's switch to split. I know I have everything down here, it's just not where I want it to be. Okay, so we're doing a blue-green shadow because this is like a red, and opposite of red is green for our complements to tone down the intensity. But it's also slightly purple, and opposite of that is yellow. So we kind of need, I was going blue-green because it was making it more purple, which is what I wanted for the shadow. That's what I'm doing. So we could go straight up complement of this fuchsia color, which would definitely tone it down, but I'm going to go slightly towards the cooler side because these colors on the actual photo are quite cool. Like they're not warm colors. So first I need to make that. What blue is that? It's probably this phthalo. Hi, are you done caterwauling and being upset? He will come back. So here is a bluish green, and it's still quite green. So we're going to go a little more blue. And then I'm going to look at what my little test thing has. Stephen could be lost in the freezer section. I don't know what he was planning on getting. Definitely food. Like a hot dog at least. This feels more neutral, so I think I need to add a little bit. Maybe neutralize this a little bit, I think maybe. I don't know, it doesn't feel the same. Do I like what this green is doing? No. That's better. I can work with that. So I've kind of made more of a neutral green for my shadow color. And we're gonna work with that. And I'm just gonna add a ton of water here on the palette just so it's already quite watered down. Because I don't want to go overboard with this. It's just going to be a light layer. So if I start to fill that in here, it really offsets this petal. That really helps a lot. I do think we will need more pink. We have a 22-month resub from Lugia. Hello. Good morning. I already had my coffee today, which is why I have a soda. Hi, I hope you guys are having fun at MagFest. I know some of my friends were having dinner last night together. Obviously without me. But they sent me a photo and I was like, miss you guys. And they were like, miss you too. How could they leave you out? So it says we met Tom Tim, Emil, Trill, and Jiggy. This is starting to get pushed back. It's nice. Does need to be darker up in here though. Slick and I are about to watch a panel on how to teach board games. That tends to be my job when we play things with people. I tend to remember the rules when we played it last. So that tends to be my job. Yeah, he's caterwauling some more. We are very upset Steven is gone. How dare he? How dare he go to the store? That's getting depth. Good. Let's switch paper towels. I don't need to be using this one anymore. Okay, now I need a little bit of this on these two wing pieces, and I'm out of my color, so that's fun. So we'll mix a little bit more. Then we'll tone this down with some pink. Went a little violet there. So we'll just add more of everything. Kepler, he will come back. You have to trust. All right, 2 big petals. I also have the center thing, this piece, to add some shading to, but I'm getting to that last. Okay, so there's kind of the shadow here. And then we get a little bit of it here. Oh, he's back, Kepo. I know, he'll be inside in a minute and you can calm down. Yeah. Welcome back. Guess who's missed you? It's Kepi. He crying.
Look what I got. Oh, I have the garage door open. No, he's already out there. Nobody.
Look what I got. Wait, he's in the garage. So I liked this better before I did this to it, but that's okay. It's not done. I still have to do the layers, and adding more pink will definitely help. Vagabond says, how could you do this to Kepler? He was so worried about you. Back inside.
He was already in the garage.
Oh, so he just wanted to be in the garage. He didn't care where you were.
No, he's like, oh, the garage is open. The room I'm not allowed in. And he got down the stairs, and then I was like, no. Not hardly. I bought butter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're gonna do more pink on top of this. Is Kepi allowed in the garage? Nope. Cannot trust that he will not get into something he shouldn't. There could be extra scoop in that room. There could be. Ooh, I did pretty good making that neutral. Was the thing that Steven got and said, look what I got, a lot of butter? No. It was a soda of some sort.
So now,
Yes, Steven.
you know, I've been doing the meal prep,
Yeah.
which, by the way, everyone, inexplicably, who could know why, but I suddenly have a bunch of executive function. Who would have thought? Anyway, so I've been planning meals out for like several days, and so one of the things we're doing tonight is spaghetti, and I didn't want to buy ground beef at Costco because we don't need 7 pounds. And I went to the grocery store and I bought ground beef, just a pound, and out of the, because it has like the coupon thing where it just spits you a coupon, I paid for the ground beef and it spits me a coupon and it's like, free wild cherry and cream Pepsi 20-ounce soda. And I was like, free? And Dan was with me, and he had bought one thing at the grocery store as well, and he also got the coupon. And I was like, Dan, let's just do this now, because we're here. And he's like, okay. So I went over to the cooler and got the soda, and I went over and scanned it, and then I hit the coupon button, and the lady came over and she's like, is this buy one get one free? I was like, nope. I said, it looks like it's just free. And she goes, wow, it is just free. And then she voided my transaction. I was like, have a good day. So I got a free 20-ounce Pepsi I ain't tried. And I was like, that's neat. Anyway.
Neat.
That's my story. Bye.
Bye.
I told Dan, I was like, this is a vlog. I was like, I'll try a soda. That's a video. I get to decide when I want to do a video. And I was like, I'll try a Pepsi. I bet it tastes not that different from normal cherry Pepsi. But who can say? And I was like, yeah, maybe it's like pilk. And I was like, I don't think they're putting milk in Pepsi yet. I think there might be some long-term storage issues with that. Pepsi, please drink it, we'll pay you. That's the unofficial slogan. Pepsi, so inferior to Coca-Cola that they will literally pay you to drink it. They love it when I say that. I can't wait for the sponsorship dollars to come rolling in soon.
Is that just Yoo-hoo? Have you ever had Yoo-hoo?
I had Yoo-hoo when I was like a child. I don't think I would.
One of my friends really liked it.
I don't think I would willingly drink it now.
Okay, I think this is a good amount of shadow layers on this. What is the worst alcohol to pair with milk? Scotch.
Oh man, that's a good idea. What's it called? What's it called? What's the name of the thing that you put with the alcohol? Is that the mixer?
A mixer?
Yeah. In what drink is milk a mixer? Trick question, if I'm making your drink, it could be any of them. Yeah, tequila, that's a Tamilka. Milky, Miltsky, which is milk and whiskey. Mum, that's milk and rum.
Is that a rum chata?
Milk synth.
Are you looking at all the alcohols right there next to you?
No, I'm coming up with stuff from my head. These are all the alcohols I know. There's like 4. "50-50 mix of beer and milk, that's bilk. Wine and milk, mmm. These are great.
He's getting ideas. Milk and Malort. I'm out of my shading color done. Just almost done with it. Too much.
I've just invented a new drink. It's whiskey, milk, and pineapple juice, and I'm gonna call it the Sour Cow. That's a real drink now. It's official because I just invented it. So feel free to have yourself a Sour Cow this evening over Sonic CD. I don't know if they'll make. Yeah, I was waiting for Vagabond to just ask more information. The ratios are probably important. Unfortunately, that's going to be difficult for me because I don't know anything about it. So let's say, knowing nothing, equal parts pineapple juice, milk, and whiskey. I think that if you did 33% each, that's probably perfect. Just as God intended.
Allowed incorrect buzzer.
That's a Sour Cow. Mal, can we go somewhere? Anywhere?
Yeah, Renee, where you want to go?
As someone who knows nothing about anything, it's great to just say words and see everyone get very upset because I have no idea what any of it means. so I can speak
Not here with the bad drinks.
impunity.
You want to go
because
somewhere with good
I
drinks?
don't know. You know, if I keep making up things, eventually something might be good. You never know.
Because you don't know drinks? Statistically, you mean?
I want to have like a drink book, like an entire book of cocktails that I've made, and then people try, but everything is rated like 0 out of 10. And it's like real reviews, like Vagabond being like, this was miserable. I couldn't get past sip 2. I feel like that's a good idea. It's a good book.
If I milk. Well, Vagabond, I'm curious how it turns out.
Do you have your volume off?
I don't know. They can hear it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine if you don't want to hear music. You'll have no idea when Marianne Lulu Lamb is
That's
playing.
true.
I mean, you'll find out because chat will let you know. But I walked into this room and it's completely dead silent, and I'm like, alright.
Kep is still crying. He ate and had pills, by the way. So don't let him fool you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was being a wild child
Oh, okay.
before I started.
I was getting ready to do that.
No, he's set there.
I think he probably would have just accepted the food.
He probably would have, but he should not have double pills.
Correct.
These are starting to take shape. They're getting there. I'm talking to them, not you.
Oh.
Chess says, Elspeth was drugged for a vet visit today. We've learned she likely has asthma, so we need to get a tiny kitty inhaler. Oh, Princess going to be very upset about this. Poor Princess.
How does a cat inhaler work? Does it just cover the snout?
It depends which kind you go with. I've seen ones that are, like, you get like a Tupperware and put them in with it. And sometimes they just have like little mask ones.
Yeah, that's in my mind if I'm thinking about how you would do that. I'm imagining a little tiny one that goes over the snout.
Alright, it's time for another layer of pink. Okay, let's do this. That looks better. That looks more balanced. So what I think I'm gonna do in that case, because right now they're balanced and I don't wanna do another layer there because then they'll get not balanced, is do some more pink on the back 3 petals. And then maybe a little bit more here on the centerpiece. And we'll see how that all dries. Summer Noir. We have a PT here right now named Mallory, and I keep hearing her name and I'm like, they know. How do they know? It's not a common name. Man, he is being a menace. He was just on the table. His best in what? Be a menace?
Well, his best isn't the same as our best. He's trying.
He sure is trying.
We love him.
Okay. Another pink layer. That was a lot. Oh boy. Let's push some of that back. Give that boy a lap ASAP. That's what he wants. Steven won't sit down, and I am not an option. I mean, I could be, but he does not want to. Better. All right, next petal. I should probably do the center thing here. Let's do the petals first, and then we'll go add another layer of this on top of the flower buds, and then we'll do the center thing. Okay. Gotta smooth this out. Those need a lot of work yet. And so does the spike. So we're gonna put some brown on that and take it back, because it desperately needs it. And it does get shadows over here, so we're gonna do those too. That made a huge difference. Good. Like I said, this is going to just be kind of, this is not my medium of choice. I'm very not used to painting in watercolor. So it's going to take a longer than I think, and be cause difficulties I'm not used to. Good morning, Dakota. Snowfox, using the string for body doubling. I need to prepare shrink plastic for work, and I don't want to. Seeing Mel work out my executive functioning, though. I'm happy, because sometimes I need that too. Okay, I'm feeling really good about everything except these two. I think they just need more layers of stuff. And right now they're really wet, so I don't want to do that. All right, I'm going to shade the center part of the big orchid by adding more of the pink. Because it gets really deep pink in some areas, and I think that's what I'm missing with it. Let's not put my hand in something wet. However, I do need a sharper point on the brush. I'm almost ready to start adding detail to this, and it's really hard for me to not just do it. Because I could just start so easily adding it right here. But I think I really need to give it one more layer. Okay, that part's done. This might get another layer. I think it needs another shadow layer, honestly. So we're going to mix that up. That's better. They're starting to come together too. All right, so where I'm at, the orchid itself needs detail, obviously, because I haven't done it. I see a tiny spot where I need to add a little more pink. So we have to do the lines and all the dots on the orchid. And I think I need a little bit more pink right here, but not a whole lot. And I think this side is good, but this side will need more. It's dry enough, I could do another layer. So another layer or two on these, another layer or two here, and all the detail on this is where we're at. And I like to stream for about 2 hours, so I still have time, and this needs to dry. So we're gonna switch to nails, and I'm going to put some color on these nails. And we will set this aside until next week. But there, that's how it's looking. I'm very happy with how it's starting to look. Okay, so what I did is I put a base coat on, and then I put black on, and then I was gonna do a blue-black gradient, and that didn't work, because I put black down first, and the blue was not pigmented enough to overcome that. So then I decided that I needed to start with blue and do it in reverse of how I wanted to do it, because I wanted blue tips and not black tips. That's not going to work, and I can't use the liquid latex. I can, however, use other things, but I don't want to. So we're going to do a reverse. We're going to do blue with black tips instead of black with blue tips. So that's all I have to say on that. So I already did one layer on this hand, and we're going to do a second layer on this hand. Because it definitely needed it. Not only because it was just slightly too transparent, but after I did that much of it yesterday, I did put a top coat on, so it kind of got a little weird. So we're just going to cover it up with that second coat anyway. This is the color I wore to that wedding I went to in October. It was a little, that's way too much, more blue than my dress was. I should have went with the shady navy instead, but sometimes I think with the shady navy it almost looks black. And I was starting to, because it's winter and my cuticles are super dry, I was starting to mess with my cuticles, so I really needed to get polish on. So I stopped doing that, but also I kept breaking nails. There, that looks much better. Now we'll do our first coat over here. And you can kind of see my cuticles are stained black from the one I did last night that I had to remove immediately. Because I removed the black polish. And that's okay. That'll work its way out, like next time I shower and like scrub at my hair, the cuticles will get clean. And that will fade. Pretty shade of blue. This is Royalty Blue by Hollow Taco. there. 1 coat, 2 coats. So I'll need to do another one of that. And stupidly didn't get everything out of my bag. Is this black? Yeah, that's the one I need. There's black. So I'm doing a gradient, and because I can't use liquid latex, we're gonna just do it on the tips of my nails and later clean them up. And for now, just let it sit on my skin. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to paint around the skin so that when you dab on the gradient color, you can peel that up and it takes up the stuff on your skin. But I can't use liquid latex. So I do have like clear tape because you can kind of do that. And I have white glue because you can do that. Which also works, like school glue. But then you have to let it dry. And I'm not really in the mood for that. How about Vaseline? You have to be really careful, I think. I don't know. So we're gonna let this dry for a second, and then I'm going to do the tips on this hand, and then we'll do a second coat on this hand. And I didn't bring down a top coat, but that's fine. They also make little like sticky things that you can, like not clear tape, that you can put around. They like are cut specifically. I don't know, I'm not gonna be that perfect about this. I'm mostly doing it because a friend of mine has the exact same manicure right now. And we were talking about being twins. So I thought it would be fun. Tech Apps also says, school glue is reminding me when we would color in the top indent of pencil boxes and then fill it in with glue to make cool bookmarks. At some point, I remember in my childhood, my dad being like, all right, put out your hand. And he put a puddle of glue in my hand. And he's like, all right, sit there and wait for it to dry. So we waited however long it took. And then he's like, all right, now peel it up. And then you'd peel it up. He's like, wasn't that fun? And I was like, kinda. Riveting. Thomas, big let's play quiet game energy. We used to also collect coins, and I have coin books. I think he has most of them from when I was little. He pulled out his from when he was a child, and then he's like, here's all my change, and he dumped his big jar of change, and then we sorted through them and cleaned them and put them in the coin book for the ones he was missing, and then all the new ones. I don't know why, but my family likes coins. Grandma saved every state quarter when they started coming out for each of her grandkids from both mints. And so I have 5 of each state quarter from each mint. Shizue says, I don't how design heavy you do, but I got my nails done and did black polish, silver cat eye polish, and then red jelly. It looks cool. I can't stop looking at them shift. Very cool. I liked the velvet look with the magnetic polish, but I don't have any magnetic polish. That's okay. I gotta get through some of the polish I have. All right, are we dry enough? Yeah. All right, yesterday when I tried to do this, even though I was trying to do the, oh, I just scuffed it. I was trying to do the blue on black gradient, and it just wasn't strong enough. So I figured that this would work better. There is a Kepler here. And I figured if I only did this on the tips, I wouldn't get as much on my skin. So that's my thought process behind this. And it's working on some better than others because of the amount that is sitting on this sponge. That didn't do terrible. Like, it was fine. Kinda see? It's not awful. It's not the best. I could have done better. But there are some things that you can just do when you have a latex allergy and some things you just can't. Where's my phone? There's my phone. Put some blue on the sponge too, but I don't want to get it all over my skin. It's just going to have to be good enough. Let's hold a bottle so my hands don't look bad. Where is Massey? There she is. All right, there's my nails. All right, that will match. I do think I might, before I go do a top coat later, I might put either silver flaky on this or hollow, like a hollow top coat. Those are very Massey nails, I know. Some are twinsies. That's exactly what we had been saying the other day. We'll be twinsies. BFF tattoos next. If I got a tattoo, I know what I want, but I don't want to deal with getting a tattoo. Second coat done here. We'll let that dry and then we'll do black tips on that. And I don't have the silver flaky down here, nor do I have top coat. That will just wait. Oh, I suppose I'm done with the blue. Saniderm helps make healing way easier, but you may be allergic. I'm probably allergic. Adhesives. I had my allergy shot this week, because I get them weekly. And they put a Benadryl cream or something on the shots after they give them to you, because mine gets super itchy. And I have to wait 30 minutes before I go home so they can like check me out and make sure that I'm not having an allergic reaction before I leave. And then she's like, man, did should we put cream on this? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I should put more. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it does itch. You could even be allergic to tattoo ink. Yeah, that's something I'm scared of. Because I've never had one, so I don't know. Shoot, I just scuffed it. All the rest of them were basically dry, but the thumbnail just got a little scuffed. Maybe putting the black on will help that. Like I said, I wasn't going to be perfect with these because now I have black polish all over my skin. That's fine. Thank you, Keto. I'm doing a gradient. Last night I painted them black and I tried to tap the blue on the tips and it wasn't bright enough. And I could do this better if I could use other things, but I can't, so we're going to just make do and make it as good as we can with what I can do, which is tapping very little polish on the tips of my nails and try not to get it all over my skin and flooding my cuticles with it. Now we're gonna do the tips on this nail, hand. Starting to run low on my black polish. This is my favorite. I did that backwards. Okay, that's acceptable. There. Blue with black tips. And I do think I'll put at least a scattered hollow top coat on it, but that's upstairs. And Steven's not gonna know where to find that for me. So that's fine. Do I have a sharp brush? Let's use the back of this paintbrush though to clean this cuticle. Just so it doesn't leave a ridge. This one's also slightly in danger here. And this one. Okay. Crescelium says, I'm okay if I ever get a tattoo, but I really want a second lobe piercing. I've liked having 3, but I know not everyone's earlobes are the right size for that. 2 was nice when I had 2, but the plan for me was always to get 3, which meant that I had to let the seconds heal before I did the third. Someone I used to work with teaching had thirds, and then she had helixes all the way up on one ear, and then like 2 in addition to her 3 lobes on the other ear. She was my work best friend. We both liked cats, and like everyone else was like, oh, we have kids, and like it was just her and I with no kids and only having cats. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up here because I'm not gonna do any more on the watercolor. And I don't have anything else to do on my nails here because it's all upstairs and I need to let it dry anyway. So let's talk about things that are coming up. If someone could do actually I can do the roll down here. There we go. Things that are coming up. Is it sunny today? Yeah, I can do eBay pictures today. So things that are coming up. Tonight we're playing Sonic CD on Steven's channel. I'm going to have another painting out soon. It's going to be the Aurora piece. The time lapse is done. I need to do the eBay today while it's sunny. I think it is scanned for Redbubble, so I think that's set. So that'll be out soonish in the next week. Monday night will be Morokage. We are moving into the desert. We're taking on the Phantom Evil King, who speaks in rhyme and also Shakespearean English. Snowfox says, how come you're jumping into CD instead of doing 2 and 3 first? Because I think CD came out before 2, but it was on a different system. And CD plays more like 1. At least this is the things I'm told. I have not done the research myself. Tech Absol. He's Shakespearean Gruntilda. Yeah, Phantom Evil King is Shakespearean Gruntilda. Vagabond says CD is next. Jet says CD came out first in Japan, 2 came out first here. Otherwise, things next week are normal. There is something coming up. What day is that? That has to be next week. Oh, no, don't accidentally send that. Calendar. I have a haircut coming up, that's what I'm thinking of, but it's not during a stream time. So yeah, tune in tonight for CD and tune in Monday for Okage. Classic says we're almost finished with January. I know, it's wild. And it reminds me I need someone to answer my question I sent them a week ago. All right, tune in tonight for CD. I'm super excited about it. I've never played CD. And like I said, I grew up on Sonic 2, so I am excited to play that, but I know that one. It's like going home. I know it very well. Thomas says January was long on both ends. It sure was. There's still snow out there, and I'm upset about it. But I'm gonna try and go biking this weekend when it's in the 50s. It'll be very nice. All right, rolled, talked about what's coming up, and that's it. Someone said no more daily vlogs. That's true, there are no more daily vlogs. We did record mail yesterday, so mail will be coming out soon, like the holidays mail, like the winter mail we got. And Steven filmed a vlog on Tuesday, this past Tuesday. So he's just filming some things when he feels like it or when it makes sense, and those will come out whenever. So yeah, the vlogs aren't done, if you didn't know. They're just not every day anymore. Yeah. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a good Friday afternoon, and I will see you tonight for Sonic CD. Have a good afternoon.